Yes, yes. Welcome to the ancient world of tabletop games. I am Agamemnon from the historical documentary Time Bandits. This is a report from a fugitive.
So you're going first, right?
Yes, the cards dictate that I've got a city with the highest population level, so that's me.
Okay, so when I go, I think I'm gonna, because I can take out that cluster in just one action. So I think that's what I'm gonna focus on, like getting rid of the clusters.
You're the medic, and you have that ability. And when we first played the game, you asked me, what do I do? And I said to you, play to your strengths. So if you're playing a character, and all these characters have individual player powers, these roles that we're playing,
Mm-hmm.
they all have a thing that they can do. We can all do everything in the game, all the basic actions, driving, taking a ferry, flying in and out of places, treating disease, sharing knowledge, discovering the cure. Everyone can do that. But we all have a thing that we can do. I'm the dispatcher, so I'll be arranging transportation. I can always move you around to get to me very quickly so we can share files and cure diseases, for example. You are the medic and you just go in and shoot the disease dead. I know that you've compared this to the Huntress character in Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu. She just burst
Mm-hmm.
the doors in and shot a lot of cultists whenever she
That
moved.
was fun.
Yes, you were very bloodthirsty, I remember. So now you're doing the same thing, Dirty Harry, going in and just shooting, do you feel lucky, punk?
Yes, that's right.
Shooting diseases. Okay, so that's what you're hoping to do. Again, this is Pandemic, and we sit and discuss our plans. On your turn, it's up to you to enact those plans. You might change your mind and do something entirely different.
Mm-hmm.
But you've outlined your strategy. You want to take care of those. Now, I don't know what to do. We don't really have enough cards yet to cure any diseases, so we should just move around the map, mopping them up. So I suppose when you're talking about clusters, you're going to take these out.
Yeah.
So I'll probably head up north and start to take those out. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Right. I have to redeem some coins. There we go. The coins are set up for my actions.
Okay.
I'm going to stand over this complicated camera rig without knocking it over. And let's start moving around. Okay, I think I'll be coming up this way. I don't see any point in spending cards to get to places.
Not yet.
So I'll take a little trip out to Washington. Bearing in mind, in the normal game, you can build these research stations, but there is only one in this, and we have to keep coming back to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I go to Washington, do a bit of politics there, not much. Make of that what you will. And then I go up to Chicago. So that's two actions. I'm just going to throw away some coins there.
Okay.
And then I do the basic curing a disease, which you go in with like a machine gun or something and shoot them all.
Yeah.
But I just take one off for that. And then it's a question of moving on. And that's going to be my turn. It's a feature of the game that sometimes you're just moving around and doing a little bit. And sometimes you have very dramatic turns. This isn't one of them. Okay, so that's that. I move the king in yellow down to you.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, you're all set up for next time.
That's it. So my 4 actions are done, and I'm going to draw 2 player cards now. Let's see if anything bad happens here. In this game, there are 3 epidemic cards. I think the main game, with all the expansions, can go up to 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just lifting these cards out because I'm wearing gloves, so I'm using this handy thing.
Yes, it's very, very villainous looking.
I think her name is Ambi Valdez. She works occasionally for the Dice Tower, and she's really interested in train games. And this is the kind of gadget that you will use for those train games. They're called 18XX games because usually they're set in 18 whatever year it is.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I got the idea for this prop, to
nice.
grab shiny little cards when I'm wearing gloves. Okay, well, it's Santo Domingo. I get a yellow card. That's fantastic.
Okay, cool. So what cards of what color do you have?
That's a good question. I have mistakenly picked up 3 instead of 2. I don't know why I did that. Draw 2 player cards, it clearly says, and we've been playing this game for ages. Anyway, I got Santo Domingo, yellow.
Okay.
That's my first yellow card. I'm going to have 2 between us. I've just let that third card lie back where it is because it's not going to make any difference. But the second card was a fantastic epidemic straight away.
Oh, great. I remember the one game, like you drew all the epidemic cards and I got all the events.
Yes, what was that about? I think the game was playing favorites there.
Yes.
Because it's like...
You'd done something to make it grumpy.
Was that Audrey Hepburn?
Well, I guess it was partial to cocktails, so it likes me more.
Well, there's Audrey Hepburn. Give her all the good stuff. What about that other grumpy guy there? Oh, he can have the epidemics. Okay.
Well,
yes.
Were you Jimmy Stewart that time?
Oh boy, gee whiz. No, I wasn't Jimmy Stewart. That was in Pandemic Rising Tide. Because you were Grace Kelly.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And I was in a fisherman's outfit, and I had to sail around stopping floods. Yeah. Oh boy. And you had to turn up and look good in a cocktail dress. That's a theme with you. I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, well,
we haven't even decided who we are. I don't know who we are. We advance the infection rate. Oh, gee willikers, look at that there. It's more infectious. It's still 2. That's dreadful. We're going to infect We're going to take the bottom card there. That's this little card, the green card. No, it's not, is it? Yeah, it is that little green card, yeah. I didn't recognize it because it's got a different design on it compared to next to the main game there. This is a whole new game, even though it's smaller. So we do this magician's trick of taking the bottom card from the deck. Now, some people might say, are you sure you play it that way? And the answer is, well, it's in the rule book, so I guess so.
There we go.
But it is the designer's stroke of genius.
So what did we get?
Oh, New York.
Okay.
Oh, what a sock. Oh, geez. Okay, New York is blue, and we're going to add 3 cubes there. Ah, New York.
3. Oh, okay.
3, that's what happens, sir. Okay, that's it. Okay. Now we're going to intensify. We're going to take the cards that we've already put out, and that's all of these places that were already in the game to start with, plus New York here, and I'm going to quickly shuffle these. And in the time-honored fashion, I guess someone on the other side of the Atlantic there, and on the other side of Canada, is going to eventually tell me to stop that.
Oh, yeah, stop. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. I remember playing one of these games. I was shuffling for 5 minutes, and you were, I don't know where you
should do it in front of the camera or something.
I should have done, yeah. Okay, that's it. This is our first play of this. Obviously, I messed up the whole thing there by drawing 3 cards instead of 2. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, well. Who cares?
I'm distracted. I care, damn it.
That's true.
You got this.
Very earnest.
You got this laissez-faire attitude there to the lives and deaths of millions. Why you could be
very laid back, very Canadian, you know.
You could be a political leader.
Very Canadian, eh?
Yeah. What's that about?
Although I don't think I say that.
You don't say aboot.
Aboot, no.
Well, I say aboot.
Is that aboot, eh?
It's a Scottish thing, aboot.
Is it?
It is. You go about town. Yes, I've killed off Jimmy Stewart. I'm sure he'll be back later.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Now we come to the infection rate. This phase here of, we'll shuffle them all. They're all in here somewhere. Someone's getting it. It could be a nasty place or a nasty place, or a third nasty place. We've added New York. We're okay as long as it's not Miami, the unpronounceable place. That place.
Yeah.
TEGUCIGALPA.
We're just going to call it TEG. We're good with TEG.
I'm sure people from that place would be highly offended by one of our pronunciations, most likely.
I think they would take mercy on us.
Well,
because they're very nice people.
Only if we rush in and cure them.
That's okay. We'll make that a priority.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm heading down there.
Yes,
right?
It's going to be too late if we turn this, and that's it. The infection rate is currently 2. So we're going to turn a card. It's San Francisco. Takes a bullet for the team. Thank you, San Francisco. Bless your heart. And then, oh no, it is indeed the place that you were going to save.
Oh no, really?
They're not going to be merciful now, saying, oh, we would have forgiven you the pronunciation of that name, but no, we're all going to be wiped out. And we blame you for not turning up in time. Where was your Learjet, Karen?
Yeah, well, okay, so there are only 2 nodes going out from it, so it could be worse.
Right, so we can do those in any order, can't we? Well, no, we don't. We do San Francisco first, I should say. San Francisco gains a cube and goes to 3, which is quite critical. And TEGUCIGALPA. Galpa. Let's call it Galpa.
Galpa, okay.
That takes a hit, which means 1 goes on there and 1 goes on there, Havana.
All right.
That's all she wrote.
Okay, my turn?
Oh, so we come round to your turn, yes.
Okay.
Just to confirm that.
All right.
The king in yellow says yes.
Okay, right.
So we're going to come back there.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to go to Miami.
For a holiday. It's spring break. Go down the beach. Have a laugh.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe not.
Beach.
No.
So because I'm the medic in 1 action, I'm just going to clear all 3 of those.
You do indeed. That's another action, and those go back in the pot. Remember, if we run out of these, and there are far fewer of these than in the normal game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'm going to go up to Havana. So that's going to be my 3rd action. And then I'm going to go down to...
That place.
Yes, that place.
I'm going to be looking up the pronunciation of it.
I'm calling it Tag. I don't. You can like. We'll each have our pet name for it.
You call it Tag. I'll call it Galpa. Somewhere in between the 2 of us, we've mostly got the name of the place, even though.
That's right. Between us, we'll just completely confuse everyone who's listening to this on audio.
Yes. Just to go back here, I'm afraid to say I missed something. That was an outbreak.
Oh, right. Yes.
I'm quite shocked at that so early in the game, particularly as we've got half the normal. That goes way down to there in the big game, but this is a small game. There's no margin for error here.
Yeah.
We really need to get moving. So that's it. You stopped off in Cuba for all the good it did anyone. Still got that disease lurking there. But the hot spots we have to get to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I get my 2 cards?
You do indeed get your 2 cards, and not 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever I feel like pulling.
Okay, 3 would be okay. As long as I don't get an outbreak card.
Okay, you've got Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, okay. So that's red. How many red do I have now?
2, and I have 1. You've also got an event. And I'm not saying the game's being kind to you. In giving me the epidemic and you the event. We've been down that road before.
Yeah, well.
Okay, it's an airlift. Move 1 pawn to any city.
Okay, and I can play that at any time.
At any time, even on my turn. I've got the ability to move you to me, or possibly me to you. Move any pawn directly to, so I could move myself to you or you to me, or you could use that card to move to somewhere in the middle ground. It becomes awkward.
Well, I've been thinking that what I might do on my next turn is I would obviously clear the 3 off the node I'm on, off of Tag, and then I would play my card and I would go up to New York and take care of those 3.
You're really jet-setting around, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Me in my black dress.
Who are you this time? Audrey Hepburn or I was going to say Jean Kelly there, but that's wrong, clearly.
Maybe Catherine Hepburn.
Grace Kelly, not Jean Kelly.
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference there.
Yeah. I'm not saying he'd look worse in a dress, but, you know.
Yeah, I think he could pull off one of those cute black dresses.
You're veering into the realm of fan fiction now.
Sorry.
It's like, okay. Yes, I definitely ship Jean Kelly and that Gucci dress. Those 2 were made for each other. Just look at the tension in there. You could cut the tension with a knife when they're in the room together. Jean Kelly in a dress. Anyway.
Okay, so now we do the outbreak cards.
Yes, we've done 2 player cards for you, and we draw infection cards, unless you wish to skip it because it's one quiet night. Because that is
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's skip it. Let's skip it.
You want to skip it now?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just prolonging the inevitable. One quiet night, and that's that. It goes into the discard there.
Okay.
Well, in that case, that's us. We're done drawing infection cards.